quick before I start, who watches Talk or Art? Does anybody know what happened to him? I fucking missed that guy. Like, if there was a toy tuber I used to love to watch, it was him, because, dude, he just kept it raw. But anyway, excuse me. So I wanted to talk about a few things real quick and answer some questions people asked. One of the questions was, okay, hey, Just Incredible, how do you clean your action figures and dust? Well, I like to use these like a little swifter, but not just my action figures though. Like, it gets dusty here in Cali, and so like the ceiling fan and things like that. And even if I don't want to like knock them over, you know, just kind of brush them off like that, but it's harmless to like the figures, you know, just to get it to blow off, you know what I'm saying? And then you can just like repack these. We have what's called Field Day, which I've been cleaning long before the Navy, but I do like to practice every Sunday a Field Day. That's like a deep clean. So I'm trying to get back in the swing of things to where like each time I take a different section and dust it off like that. Okay, you already know what it is. And if I haven't told you, I'm making the hella use out of these, and they were like free when they the first NECA holothon. But anyway, next, when I PCS, what am I gonna do with my figures, or how I'm gonna PCS? I do not know, but I have started curating, like I said, meaning like I'm chronologically documenting the things that I have. Luckily, a lot of what I use is like online transactions, or I use Apple Pay. So pretty much every figure in here, 99.996 is accounted for on some app. So say I'm moving, right, and something breaks, I can send household goods, personal property. That's who moves our stuff. If you don't know military, like you can pack it up yourself and move it, or you can have the Navy move it. Now, soldiers and sailors don't come in uniform and do all that. They actually lease it out to like another company. So, and they do a pretty professional job. Like like utensils, like in the kitchen and stuff, they wrap everything individually and pack it to where it's really annoying as fuck when you unpack it, but they take care of it. And if something happens, like only once did something break and it was a television, and I've said in a video before, they paid me back within a month and I got something better because of the value of the television. I honestly am not gonna lie, I sometimes worry more about my figures breaking than like TVs and shit, like, cause that can be expected. I can find another Samsung or something like that, but it's just like, how many more nacelles are they gonna make, right? Ain't that ridiculous? Which I had to write down the ideas I was having, but like, that made me think. So when I was with my ex, like we used to joke when we sit in here, I'm like, if we get married and you gotta take half, you get the fucking Decepticons, I get the Autobots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get the turtles, you get the foot. But no, that is like wild. So what I'm gonna do is make sure everything's accounted for, and 3 months out, because I transfer next October. So during next summer, moving up to those times, it's gonna be time to start packing things up. Like I've kept certain boxes and packages for like high items, hot items and things like that. Like every Hazlab, definitely keeping those, like the Thunder Tank. But then other various things, just make sure I wrap them up. Like don't tell anybody, but like, you know, our supply, we get plenty of bubble wrap and tape and things like that. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna do it, but I'm just saying getting bubble wrap and supplies over the course of 4 to 5 months won't be too difficult, if you feel me. So that's how I would PCS. Somebody also asked when I deploy, what do I do with my things? Fun fact, I have not deployed since I started collecting. I'm a personnel specialist, so even though we just went to the ship for a couple of weeks, like during the major deployments, somebody stayed back because people are going to PCS in and PCS out. And I'm the person who makes sure you get paid and, you know, everything's taken care of, like a travel agent, as it were. So, but if I were to deploy it, all I would do is like in my apartment or my house, have it locked down. I know my neighbors, we're all pretty much military. Like, even though, like, once upon a time, if you're watching this, shout out, you know who you are, I'm not gonna say your name, but live below me, we watch out for each other. I have a cat sit. So I'm Midwest, I'm used to neighborly stuff. Even when I was on the ship and shit was like packing up on my doorstep, I had people come pick it up for me. So you know who you are, who picked up. You can comment if you want to. I don't want to say people who I know's name, but you know who you are, Masters of the Universe, Reese. You know who you are, Reese. Thank you so much. Shout out to Reese. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna get on this Hasbro thing again as far as Hazlabs and shit like that. And I know people are tired, so I'm gonna take a break from ranting and show you what I got in the mail today. And Amazon did me dirty because on my porch, it was a big ass box and it said toys on it. Motherfuckers like, what the fuck is he collecting? Not that I give a fuck, but it's just kind of funny. But yeah, got this in the mail. I'm showing you because I'm not going to open it until I move, but man, look at that artwork. Like, this is going to be a box that I keep. Like, I was not a Masters of the Universe fan until like I started collecting now. Now I see what the hype is all about. But I did get something also fun that I ordered from Amazon. So I'll show you 2 for 1. So these are called star cases. I was always confused about, curious as to getting these. I am gonna open him. I'm actually preparing for when my Razor Crest get here Friday. Shout out to Big Nerdy. But yeah, I think these are cool. I always wanted something like this. Like I have my like case covers for my comic books. And like I am now an in-box collector and I'm also an out-of-box collector, as you see. But these are pretty cool. Like, it keeps it mint on card. Some people say it'll warp. Me personally, because moving forward and like 90% of the stuff I got, I don't want to sell unless a better version. Like I still need to sell that Dr. Octopus, but unless something comes in, push out the old, at a decent price. Don't fucking try to gouge people. Find my record on Facebook's buy, sell, and trade. Just incredible. Like I've sold my motorcycle. I've sold a lot of shit for a decent price. People thought I was like trolling. I'm like, no, like I'm not a scam. But anyway, I fucking like this. The only Star Wars I'm gonna keep in here is when I get the Razor Crest. Just like stuff from collectibles like that, because I have a Grogu, I have a Mando, like a lot of different Mandos, but I just think these are cool. So these fit in there. I'm not gonna keep this Retro Joe in there, but I am gonna keep the ones that came with the Sky Striker, just because I don't want to open them because it's like a collectible to me. Now, like I was saying, if it warps, which I mean, I've only had this on for like an hour. I mean, I don't care. Like, I'd rather it kind of be warped because it's cardboard. I can always bend it back than water damage or something like that. And these are UV protecting, though I don't let much sunlight in here. But I was watching a good YouTuber who was talking about, he was testing the UV resistance and stuff like that. But, the star case can go on your Retro Joes, or it can go on like the smaller like O-rings. And yeah. So that is pretty much all the new stuff I got. I'm just really excited about these. I like these. So I don't know how I'm gonna display them. I don't know if I'm gonna display them like that because it's so big and bulky, but I will display them. What I was gonna do tonight and open up, but I guess I'm not going to. I'm gonna play a couple rounds of Overwatch and take my black ass to bed. But yeah, like I forgot to show, like, cause somebody asked, do I collect 3/4? Yeah. In fact, I'm about to stop black. In fact, I've stopped collecting black. Moving forward, I'm just gonna do this because this is like the best bang for the buck, and this is fun. So I have I'm gonna like downsize my black series also, but keep like the main things. Like I'm gonna keep my Mandalorian. I'm gonna keep my Rogue Ones. I'm gonna keep like the original trilogy main characters, but all side characters like Jyn Erso's father and shit like that. I'm just gonna sell that shit a dime a dozen. But like and just put them somewhere there, and just I'm done with black, except for that new Darth Vader that's coming out with the half helmet where he takes off his helmet. I mean, yeah, I got to have that. But yeah, so I got him. Can't wait till the rest of the Bad Batch comes out. This was something that I didn't show. Like I forgot I picked these up. They were deep in the closet. I just saw them and they were like $13. Like I really did not watch Clone Wars and I have no idea who the fuck they are. But I love soft goods, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, she was one of the ones who died on episode 3, and they just gunned her down. That's fucked up. Oh, damn, I forgot I got him. So I don't be going after this stuff. I just see it, and I just grab it. I'm like, that's kind of what's fun. And I did show these. So I'm going to open all these. I might keep these just because I like the way they look. So I might keep these and put them inside like the star case. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I picked up. So if you were curious as to what I picked up recently, literally today, or showed up on my doorstep, you can leave now if you just don't want to hear me talk shit. But one thing that's crazy, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but it got my gears twisting. And I was kind of thinking this, so I wish I could like clip stuff, but I just use my iPhone. But like I was watching Articulated Ninja, and it did make sense, something that he said. And we've all said dream projects, right? Well, one thing that has stood out, and it looks so tight on Mandalorian Season 3, Star Wars could easily make Hazlabs. Number one, why the fuck don't we have a mythosaur yet? Like, can you imagine a big-ass mythosaur? Like, I don't care what the extra stuff would be, but that would be badass, right? Hot Toys, they don't even have, dude, like I even looked, somebody comment, had they ever even made the Mythosaur? And I keep on picturing like that dude who kept on saying, I have spoken, with Nick Nolte's voice. He was like, your ancestors rode the giant Mythosaur, and blah, 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 blah. That would be a fucking great one. Even though I was against the Ewok Village, I still am. When people said it was gonna be the Ewok Village, I was like, word, that's an easy fucking path. This is me swiping left, but to you is right, so no. But it turned out to be the ghost. So like, giant things, I really don't think there should be Hazlabs when it comes to the this size, because they've already shown and they've already made vehicles for it. Like I said, that damn Sky Striker, dude, that was, even though I got it, I'm just really thinking like, damn, like none of this shit is really Hazlab worthy. But I will tell you, like, if you're not, like, you see I collect all, right? I think personally, and I'll challenge anybody to debate this, when it comes to the collecting community, I'm gonna tell you the ones who are winning. I kind of just gave it away. I'm gonna say Transformers collectors, they winning. They get dealt a bad hand. No, fuck that. We get dealt a bad hand, but I can't really speak because I'm not like, you know, TJ Omegas and stuff like that. Like, what's his name? Emong and stuff like that. Like, Transformers, we're winning. Look at how much, I guarantee you, like, maybe except for Masters Universe, but I feel like there are more Transformers collectors than anything else out there. And even if there's not, look at the variety. Like, I wanted to pull him down, but you know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm just gonna grab him right now. Like, I've already done videos. This is a poor example. This is really a poor example, but my thing with Hasbro is there are third-party people, and there's knockoffs and people who aren't even legally doing this shit. If you haven't been to Show Z, just log on to Show Z, you see what I mean. How the fuck are people in bullshit factories giving us more shit than the actual fucking people who owns the IP? That does not make sense. I was gonna clip a Tajirium hanger, but like I said, there is a Transformer. There's another one. Okay, speaking of Metroplex, now I'm saying them wrong. Fuck! Everybody commented, you mean Metroplex? There is a Metroplex, but not even him because he's really big. But there is the Fort Max that I was watching today on Tajirium hanger, to where like the headmaster, what's his name? Computron? Not Computron. I'm thinking of fucking fuck, man, these names. But the headmaster for him, you know, they're making that now. And that thing's probably gonna be at least, they thinking at least $1,200 to $1,500, right? But it's like 4.5 feet tall. You don't have to go that crazy with it. You can give us like 3 feet, something this size. That's a dream project. I can't believe they're doing like these damn city bots and stuff like that, and they didn't do like the most iconic giant, well, in my opinion, I can't say he is the most, but fucking Unicron. Even that bullshit Hazlab that we got, I didn't buy, but that everybody got, that's not 4 feet tall. I mean, but that's close as far as, because I don't see them putting that. Okay, that was Unicron. I feel like they started off running. They should have worked their way up. But when it comes to like what I said in my last video, why I didn't back like the Deathosaur and stuff. Because if you go to Show Z, there are already KOs of that quality. I pre-ordered and USPS lost it, so luckily Amex refunded me my money. But I pre-ordered the Masters of the Stars or something like that. Optimus Prime from like the Unicron trilogy, where like he had like the things. It was basically the Optimus Prime version of this, but it was like a third party. But damn it, that thing was tight. Look at Prime versus Prime do a review over this, like Masters of the Stars, something that lights up and everything. That was like the same price as a HasLab, and somebody who isn't even legally doing it is giving it to us. What the fuck is Hasbro doing, bruh? I'm just saying, Transformers, y'all, and by default, we are winning. Because if Hasbro puts out some bullshit we don't want, there's a plethora of third parties, and they keep coming out too. Like, I'm glad I got my DX9 Gabriel. I'll argue that, like, okay, you got the, not the Titans Return, but you got the War for Cybertron Omega Supreme, right? I never got my hands on it. If they re-release it, I think I still might pick it up because I want the toy version. But that's like the toy version. To me, the Gabriel would be like the more collector, you know, edition. Like if Hasbro put out that one, how much? They would probably charge us out the ass for that. and they own the property. And I get it, but it's just like, yo, that's how I feel when it comes to like, so. And another thing with the Hazlabs and stuff like that, I realized, because not everybody is reckless with money like me and some people. I could be wrong, but most people have an idea, like they knew Giant Man was gonna be Giant Man, but just fucking come out and say it. Because like I said, from Geek Dad Life and stuff, motherfuckers swore it was the Ewok village. Now, unless they had two things on deck and they was like, nah, fuck the Ewok. Dude, like, that was left field. So what I'm getting at is, people texting me, what I'm getting at is, we should at least know, even though you don't release them together, we should at least get like a heads up, at least a month or two, so we can pick and choose. Can you imagine, okay, I backed the His Tank or something like that, or you backed the, say they didn't say anything, right? And you weren't sure about the Star Wars, because at the time when the G.I. Joe Dragonfly was coming out, only thing I ever heard was motherfucking Ewok Village. So to me, it would for me, it'd be like, oh, no fucking brainer, give me that. But then after they taking my money and that's over with, surprise motherfuckers, we doing the Ghost. So I know it's competing, but that's kind of wrong. Don't keep this in the dark, or at least let it come out a day before you stop this one. You know, that way, you know, you can know what you want to put your money into. You know what I'm saying? Because now what do we got left? The Transformers Hazlab. Now it's down to the point to where we know there's going to be Hazlabs for certain things. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Y'all have a good night. I just wanted to make this quick video and talk at y'all. And I gotta come out with my own outro. Fuck it. Who y'all?